Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Kyle and I make reactions to movies and TV shows. Alright, so we are headed back into another episode of Hannibal. Last time we figured out that Hannibal is the Chesapeake Ripper, and I am curious if we will see the duality that these identities represent. When he killed the trainee person, he wasn't too violent, was he? I mean, he choked her to death, but we were given the impression that this Chesapeake Ripper dude has some massive rage inside of him. So I would really be interested in seeing that come out of Hannibal, especially in seeing Will or Jack's reaction to that. Because Hannibal is just always so calm and so well put together and collected. And I was actually thinking about like his entire facade, I guess, double life, or well, I guess his killing would be his double life. His entire life is well put together. Not just his behavior, his clothes, his house, the cooking, like his whole personality is very well crafted, right? Which makes me really want to see like this other side of him, which I have a feeling is just balls to the walls crazy. Will we get more of Will this episode? He has been just kind of, like I said, I'm surprised at how little Will we have gotten. I had thought that Will was the main character for the show, but Hannibal actually seems to be the main character. Ironically, I know, why would I not think that? The show is literally named after him. I just thought Will was the main character for some reason. I want more Jack. You guys know that I like me some Jack. I like Jack. I think that he is my second favorite character to Hannibal, and I am trying so hard not to like Hannibal. I am trying so hard not to like him because I know that he's evil. I know that he's a bad person. He's incredibly freaking charming. So I had the same issue with Ramsey in 12 Monkeys. No matter how much the stupid guy pissed me off, I just... It's my weak spot. It's my weak spot. I can't help it. Oh, okay. Anyways. Like if you would like to, full version will be in the description, and let's get to eating people. You know, I shouldn't be surprised that I like Hannibal. I mean, I loved Villanelle in Killing Eve, and she was very evil. Like, how many people did she kill? You know what? I don't think you can judge me for liking serial killers if they are in a TV show. I'm not saying that I'm like going out there and fantasizing about like Charles Manson, or anything, okay? TV show killers are like their own separate category, and I will not be judged. I will not be judged.
I don't think we've ever been alone in a room together.
Oh crap, I forgot about Abigail. Where'd she go? What's she doing?
Miriam, I don't want to die like this.
It'd be really interesting if Marion is actually still alive.
I use the term sounders because it refers to a small group of pigs.
Oh.
That's how he sees his victims.
Those are some interesting images.
Pigs. The removal of organs and abdominal mutilations means someone with anatomical or surgical know-how.
Oh. Oh, wow.
An FBI trainee named Miriam Lass. She's believed to be the Ripper's ninth, but no trace of her was found until recently.
Can they tell if she's still alive from the arm? Like, could you tell if it was recently removed from its body?
Ripper has remained consistently theatrical.
Vocal cords? Okay. Intensity. So I guess the theme of this episode is tongues. I have noticed that these episodes definitely have like themes to them. There was mothers, and then there, oh gosh, I can't remember now. But they have themes. Oh. She's very into this. Oh, he's feeling something. I know him from The Expanse. What was that? What's that?
It's been too long since you properly cooked for us, Hannibal.
Come over and I will cook for you.
You heard me. Used to.
And I will again, once inspiration strikes.
I believe this young man is trying to get your attention.
This is my friend Tobias.
Good evening.
Who are these two? Who is this woman? She's very strange. Oh. Oh, he's the guy. Okay. Never mind. I just didn't realize that when it talks, he's the dude from the therapy session.
Franklin, good to see you.
You too.
Class?
There he goes again, thinking things.
Who's hungry?
What are you thinking though, Hannibal? What are you thinking? Are you dreaming? It's not exactly like a morgue to have cell phones in the morgue containers. This has gotta be a dream.
Victim was found in the hotel room bathtub. There were abdominal mutilations and organ removal on the scene.
Is it gonna be the weird lady?
Oh, you don't want me in a classroom. You want me to wrap my head so tight around the Ripper I won't go back to class until he's caught.
Don't let the Ripper stir you up.
What is this? When did this relationship happen?
He wanted to humiliate in death, like a public dissection. She was different.
Will is usually more deferential to Jack.
He may be starting another cycle, Will.
The Ripper contacted you. If he was killing again, he wouldn't be subtle about it. He would just pick up the phone. Any more phone calls, Jack?
No. The last time the window closed, I lost the Ripper and I lost Miriam Lass. I don't intend to do that again.
Who's it going to be? Who is it going to be? I bet we're going to know him. I feel like we're going to know him.
Local police behave themselves.
It's fairly evident the man's dead just by looking at him.
Oh, it's a man.
Body. A lot going on with that body.
Surgery was unperformed with bare hands, sutures clawed open. Pieces of him were torn off from the bed to the bathroom like breadcrumbs.
Surgery wasn't performed here, there'd be a lot more blood.
Find the car, find the killer.
Tore open his own sutures.
It wasn't to get to his kidney.
What did he take out of the chest?
Going for the heart, probably interrupted. It's intact.
All right, here we go. Into the mind. Oh. Oh, your deer dude is getting... Oh! Oh, did he take down... Okay, so he's being the killer. Interesting. Interesting. For a second, I thought his own dream was turning on him.
His heart seizes up.
Break the ribs.
While he's alive?
Internal cardiac massage.
Oh, he was trying to keep him alive. Feeling someone's heart stop in your hand? Oh, dear Lord, the weird-ass power trip that would probably be. Is it not him? Not the Chesapeake Ripper?
Brutal. Killer wasn't killing, he was trying to save his life. Ripper ever do that?
If Hannibal's patient is the one doing this, and I only say that because we got a glimpse of him in the beginning, that's one heck of a coincidence.
We got 22 signature components.
22 possible signature components.
It's the Ripper.
Bye-bye now.
Are you sure?
More or less.
I trust him.
This is a medical student or a trainee or someone trying to make an extra buck in a back alley surgery and it went bad.
Yeah, well, I want to catch him now.
You can't just jack up the law and get underneath it, can't I?
Are they going to claim that this was the Ripper in the news to weed him out again?
He looks normal. Nobody can tell what he is.
Good morning.
I don't know. I got my eye on this dude. He's suspiciously present in this episode.
Would you like to discuss our John's encounter?
Kind of thought you'd be there, which isn't why I was there. I tried to get your attention.
I was aware of that. It would be unethical to approach a patient, or acknowledge in any way our relationship outside this room.
But I really don't know who you are outside this room.
Is that a problem for you?
And we like the same things. I think that we would make good friends. It makes me sad.
Uh-huh. So you're like a stalker. You're weird. Do you realize that? This is weird. And Hannibal is not happy.
I am a source of stability and clarity, Franklin. I'm not your friend.
And I feel like if I was his friend, that I would have been able to help save him from himself.
In this Michael Jackson fantasy, how is your friendship returned?
I just get to touch greatness.
That's so creepy. That's
Hello.
good. Turned.
Come on in.
Pause.
It always goes better if I'm perfectly honest with you.
Wait.
What would be the point otherwise?
Scully! Scully, what are you doing here?
Not really. I have conversations with a version of you.
Y'all knew, didn't you? Y'all knew. I mean, I'm very glad that no one told me. I'm very, very glad that no one told me. But you knew, didn't you? This is going to be quite conflicting. By the way, she looks very good as a blonde. This is going to be very conflicting. Watching two shows, maybe she's not a regular, right? Hopefully, I don't. Because you see, the Scully that I know in X-Files, I don't think that Scully would exist in the Hannibal universe. I don't know. I think she's going to be like... Because all of the characters are very serious and cutthroat and sharp in Hannibal. And that's not really Scully. All right. I will see them as two different people. Hopefully the blonde hair will help me separate. And also age, obviously, too.
Version of me.
I respect its meticulous construction. But you are wearing a very well-tailored person suit.
A well-tailored patient or person suit.
Patient who wears a person suit.
See, this is what I'm saying, though. His whole life is very well crafted.
It must be lonely.
I have friends. You and I are friendly.
Not my friend. At the end of your hour, I will pour you a glass of wine. Nevertheless, you will be drinking it on the other side of the veil. I see enough of you to see the truth of you.
What is his truth? Tell us what is his truth. I wonder if she knows he's a psychopath.
Good evening, Will. Please come in.
I wonder if most of Hannibal's patients are his... Like, hold on. I know I'm pausing right away after... I don't care. I want to talk. I wonder if... Because now that I think of it, Hannibal is friends with Will. And he's kind of friends with... Well, I don't know if he's friends with Jack. You know, I never actually got to saying this in the last episode because my mind was just like... I don't know. I just didn't think of it. I don't know if Hannibal likes Jack. I can't tell. He seems hell-bent on making Will not like Jack, which makes me think that he doesn't like Jack. But at the same point, I think that he might just not want Will to like Jack because he wants Will to like him. But that doesn't affect his feelings for Jack. Nevertheless, I think it's very interesting taking into consideration like how well crafted Hannibal's life is, that most of his friends are people that he knows through his psychiatrist practice. Because in that sense, he gets to control his friendships very carefully. And I think that also speaks to maybe why we saw him getting upset a couple of scenes ago when this one patient decides that he wants to be his friend. Clearly, Hannibal has a lot of issues with letting go of control. I don't think Hannibal would allow someone to become friends with him unless he had already decided he wanted to be friends with them. Like, you know, that doesn't sound okay. So like, I think that Hannibal would never allow someone to be friendly to him if he didn't feel that he wanted to be friendly to them. But I think that he would be friendly towards someone if they were friendly to him and he wanted to reciprocate it. I don't know if I'm explaining this well. I hope I am. You guys know what I mean? I have hair in my eye. You guys know what I mean? Okay. Anyways, let's get back to it. I paused really soon after I paused again.
I have an unconventional psychiatrist.
Well, we have that in common.
But as Hannibal pointed out last episode, Will is not his patient.
Then having a glass of wine before seeing a patient, I assure you, is very conventional.
How long have you been seeing a psychiatrist?
Since I chose to be a psychiatrist.
It's very strange that psychiatrists and psychologists and therapists have to see other people, because, like, it doesn't sound right, does it? I know that it's perfectly right. It just doesn't sound right.
The Pig River has struck again.
No. It's not the same guy.
Maybe it's never been the same guy. Any variations in the murders that might suggest there could be more than one Ripper?
Some variations.
What was the brutalization hiding?
Surgical removal and preservation of vital organs. Organ harvesters.
Jack's looking for a serial killer he can't seem to catch.
Interesting theory.
Oh. I wonder if he's trying to throw Will off the trail.
You seem convinced I'm diseased.
I was asking a broader question. The disease is an infection. You should just tell me now because I'm going to find out, and it will affect your insurance if you lie.
What on earth? What was that? What was that flashback to? Oh, who's coming up the road? My guess is the same person that punctured your gas tank. And who will you be? Hannibal? Hannibal's patient? Oh no, it's Hannibal. Is this still a flashback?
Have we met before?
Okay, not a flashback. Kind of seemed like a giant walking up to him there. Holy mother!
Not only did the Ripper take his kidney, but he also took his heart. You still think that he was ripping out a heart to save a life?
Yes, I do.
The Rip subtle variation on waking up in a tub of ice, missing a kidney.
Love a good urban legend.
Other Ripper victims, organs and USB cables missing.
This is a weird way to describe people's organs.
The Chesapeake Ripper wants to perform. But every brutal choice has elegance.
Elegance.
Grace.
These are some interesting words, Will.
I haven't offered you a drink.
I appreciate beer more than wine.
Beer brewed in a wine barrel. For 2 years, I bottle it myself.
You serving this at your dinner party?
Nope. This is your reserve. I'm curious about something. Are you purposely avoiding the subject of Will Graham?
Absolutely.
You realize those candidates thought we were having an affair?
Are you?
Why didn't we?
You were already having an affair. Will does that too, you know?
Have affairs?
Flirtatiously change the subject. You have that pathology in common.
You know, I could see this situation reading as Hannibal being jealous of her relationship with Will, but I think it's because she's closer to Will than he is. Hannibal is weirdly obsessed with Will. First he got in between Will and Jack. Now he's going to try and get in between Will and Alana. Are you dreaming again? Oh my. Will. Not dreaming, hallucinating. You need to take some time off, dude, if you're starting to hallucinate things. Is that a liver? Liver is such a nasty-ass meat. I don't know how people eat it. It smells bad, it tastes bad. If you like liver, I need to know why. Tell me why. So he's just going through his Rolodex, killing people and turning them into meals. Oh my god.
They're all missing different organs. Hearts, kidneys, livers, stomachs. Who the hell gets a spleen transplant?
Well, it was transplanted into someone's stomach.
Ripper's making sausage.
I mean, he really could be. Oh.
How many killers?
2.
You confident one of them is the Chesapeake Ripper?
At least one of them.
Good morning. Please come in.
I saw you shopping for cheese. I didn't say hello because you were so uncomfortable the last time that I did.
Okay, yeah, he's gone full stalker.
Jose's has the best selection of artisanal cheeses.
I would not touch him.
Tobias, he doesn't eat dairy.
Do you decide to buy it sexually?
No, God. It's just not my brand.
Despite differences, he's your best friend, but you're not his.
Oh, it's sad when you say it like that.
Is it? Oh, he's gonna go for the jugular, isn't he?
Being alone comes with a dull ache.
No? Huh. I thought for sure Hannibal was just gonna like lay into him right then and there. This is a very famous piece of music, isn't it? Where have I heard this before? I feel like I've heard this in a lot. Very dramatic. Very dramatic. I wonder what his reaction would be if someone just came in and trashed this place. Do you think steam would just come out of his ears? Hello.
It's better that it's just the two of us. Dad,
Yes.
there's someone else here.
Dad?
Well? Well?
What are you doing, dude?
What time is it?
Nearly 9 o'clock.
Oh, he was worried about him, so he came to see.
Must have fallen asleep.
With your eyes wide open. In an upright position.
Your eyes were open, but you were not present. Best way to avoid bad dreams.
You let me know if you figure out how to do that, because I will take any drug on earth that lets me not sleep and still survive.
What do you see, Doctor?
Sum up the Ripper in so many words.
Choose them wisely.
Oh, I always do.
Oh, he gets to admire his own work.
These aren't the Ripper's enemies. These are pests he's swatted.
The reward for their cruelty.
The reward is for undignified behavior. These dissections are to disgrace them.
Takes their organs away because in his mind they don't deserve them.
In some way.
Did Will just get like a spidey sense? I wonder.
Seems to me he was humiliating someone.
He was humiliating Jack.
When will Will figure it out? The last episode of season 3?
We have a lead. Do you care to help us catch the Ripper?
That ambulance isn't in rotation. Hasn't even been out of the shed.
Surveillance footage says it has been.
It was there this morning.
It was there this morning. Well, is Mr. Silvestri working today?
This is very educational.
Teaching him how to get away with murder. Just a little bit better. Be very careful. He might be performing surgery on someone right now.
Show me your hands.
He'll die.
Need you to assess the situation here, Doctor.
How much blood is this guy losing? That looked like a lot of blood pooling on the table.
He was removing his kidney. Poorly.
Have you got it?
I've got it.
Mr. Silvestri, put your hands behind your head.
If Jack thinks that this is the Ripper, although I don't think that Jack thinks this is the Ripper, but if he does think he's the Ripper, he might shoot him. Come on, Will. Come on, come on, Will. See it! See it, Will! Yes? 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 Did he? Was that it? Oh, I can't tell! He gave him a look, but I don't know.
You sure you can't stay?
I don't think I would be good company.
I disagree. What became of Mr. Silvestri Stoner?
You saved his life. Why'd you stop being a surgeon?
I killed someone. Or, more accurately, I couldn't save someone.
Oh, that is right. He was a surgeon. He worked in an ER.
I have a date with the Chesapeake Ripper.
Oh, is that Ripper?
Devin Silvestri was harvesting organs, but not with the Ripper. There's no connection between them. Enjoy the wine.
Thank you.
I think Will knows. I maybe he doesn't know, but I think he suspects something. I don't think he sees Hannibal as innocent anymore. Oh, right. Wow. Okay, well that was quite the episode, wasn't it? We experienced a lot. I was almost going to say we learned a lot, but I say we experienced a lot. There were so many storylines in that episode. I guess I maybe didn't realize how many storylines they'd been weaving into Hannibal since the first episode. Now that I'm on episode 6, I like where they're going with like the Chesapeake Killer situation. What is up with Hannibal's patient? I want to know where that's going to go. I don't think it's going anywhere good. For a second, I thought that he was going to be the killer of this episode, but at the same point, like I said, that would have been a massive coincidence, and I guess too heavy-handed for them to do. So I'm glad that the actual killer ended up not being his friend, not his friend, his patient, weird, creepy stalker dude. But I want to know where that is going, because it seems like it's headed somewhere dark. And normally I would say that it's like, oh, Hannibal better watch out, but honestly, I think it's not going to end well for the other guy. Like, it's going somewhere dark, but unfortunately I don't think he realizes that someone is already in the darkness waiting for him. So we'll see where that goes. I want to know how Scully is going to be involved in this show. I feel like she's a big enough actress that they didn't just bring her in to be his psychiatrist for one episode, right? I feel like she's going to figure into this more. I want to know how. Does she know who Hannibal is? Like, what he's doing to people? Probably not. But at the same point, who the heck knows? Maybe she is aware of what he is. And then Will was again suspiciously absent in this episode. I guess it's not even suspicious anymore, but he was also very different in this episode. Like right away when he was interacting with Jack, his whole demeanor seemed more aggressive, or I shouldn't say aggressive, that's not the right word, nonchalant about Jack's concerns. Like, I think up until this episode, even when Will like told off Jack in that alleyway scene, he seemed to be deferring to Jack's attitude and his manner and his experience. In this episode, when they were in that truck, SUV or whatever, he kind of had like this I don't give a shit attitude on him, and it was very different. And then as I think he's starting to figure it out. Like, I saw, and I think this is kudos to the actor who plays Will, when Will was talking to Hannibal. What scene was it now? In the college campus room. Will kind of backed away from Hannibal, and I think that was his way of being like, oh, something feels wrong, something doesn't feel off. He might have even done it subconsciously, although I know that, like, obviously the character doesn't exist, so you can't really give that kind of attribution. But I'd be interested in knowing if anyone knows if the writers did that in order to signal that Will maybe subconsciously had figured something out that his conscious mind didn't know yet. But then in the ambulance scene, when he was looking directly at Hannibal, I don't know if Will knows, but I do think that Will knows something is wrong, something is off about Hannibal. And I'm glad that he's seeing through the veneer, because I was like, I wonder all the way back in episode 1 how long it'll take Will to figure Hannibal out, because of Will's great ability to figure out killers, and Hannibal is a killer. I loved the exploration of Hannibal's psyche and his inner drives, even though he never actually says anything. Like, I think we're starting to get a better picture of Hannibal. I don't think that Will's assessment is correct. That when they were like over the meat body parts, Hannibal was saying that he thinks the Chesapeake River takes the body parts because he thinks people don't deserve them. I don't entirely buy that. I'm going back to what I said a few episodes, I think it was like 2 episodes ago, where I think that Hannibal has something in his past that he is trying to deal with. I don't know what it is. And again, we got his psychiatrist now, who, like, I have noticed that Hannibal tends to not open up to men very well, but does tend to open up to women quite well, whether it's Abigail or Alana or now his psychiatrist. I think there's something to it. I said it a few episodes ago. I want to know what's going on there. But that being said, that actually reminds me to talk about something. I think that Hannibal's relationship with Will, I am not making this up. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. I think that there's something there. Hannibal seems to take actions that are driving Will away from people and towards himself. And I cannot tell if it is, I think it's for one of three reasons. And the last one is kind of just, so the first reason I think is because Hannibal, as I've said many times throughout the show, is trying to manipulate Will into becoming a killer. The second reason that I think is maybe because Hannibal genuinely wants to be friends with Will but doesn't know how to, maybe sees Will as someone who can get to know Hannibal because he knows that Will can relate to serial killers so well, so maybe he sees like an actual friendship able to happen there. And the third one is strictly going off of that smell scene. Maybe Hannibal likes Will, like more than friendship likes, but I just, like I said in that episode, I don't know if I feel like the show would go in that direction. And I hate to, I don't know. It'd be awesome. It'd be cool. I don't know. All right. Well, anyways, like if you would like to like. Full version is in the description. Stop eating, people. And I'll talk to you guys later.